Welcome to Nightfall Narratives, a realm where darkness and imagination intertwine. I am honored to have you here. My name is Thomas, and I will be your narrator. Nightfall Narratives invites you to join our community of curious minds. Together, we'll immerse ourselves in the unknown and ignite our imaginations. Thank you for embarking on this thrilling journey with Nightfall Narratives. Let the shadows guide you, and remember, the night is alive with stories waiting to be told. Sarah had just finished a late shift at work and was eager to get home and sink into the comfort of her bed. It was a moonless night, and the road ahead seemed like a dark abyss. As she drove along the desolate highway, a sense of unease crept over her. In her rearview mirror, Sarah caught glimpses of a car that seemed to be tailing her. Every time she changed lanes or slowed down, the mysterious vehicle mimicked her movements, maintaining a close proximity. A chill ran down her spine as she realized she was being followed. Determined to shake off her pursuer, Sarah veered onto smaller side streets, hoping to lose them in the labyrinth of suburban roads. But to her horror, the car remained hot on her trail, its headlights piercing through the darkness, never relenting. Growing more anxious, Sarah dialed the emergency hotline, relaying her situation to the operator. They advised her to drive to the nearest police station for safety. As she approached the station, her heart pounding, she glanced over at the pursuing vehicle, only to find it had disappeared. Relief washed over her, but she couldn't shake the feeling that something was not right. Shaken but determined, Sarah entered the police station to report the incident. As she described the events, the officers exchanged concerned glances. One of them revealed that a similar stalking incident had been reported in the area recently involving a victim who had gone missing. The gravity of the situation became all too real. Days turned into restless nights as Sarah found herself constantly looking over her shoulder, consumed by paranoia. She installed security cameras around her home and confided in close friends and family about her harrowing experience. The police intensified their investigation, urging Sarah to remain vigilant and cautious. Months passed, and the stalking seemed to have ceased. Sarah cautiously started to rebuild her life, trying to reclaim her sense of security. But just as she was beginning to find solace in her newfound peace, she received an anonymous package. Trembling with trepidation, she opened it to find a chilling photograph, a snapshot of herself taken from behind, driving on that fateful night. The nightmare had returned, and the faceless stalker remained at large, lurking in the shadows, waiting for the perfect moment to strike again. Sarah realized that she could never truly escape the clutches of her relentless pursuer, forever haunted by the fear of what may come next. With the return of the chilling photograph, Sarah's world spiraled into a state of constant dread. She lived in fear, constantly questioning the motives and identity of her stalker. Sleep became elusive, replaced by restless nights filled with paranoia and unease. The police, now even more determined to catch the elusive predator, placed Sarah under protective surveillance. Patrol cars frequently circled her neighborhood, and officers checked in on her regularly, hoping to prevent any further threats or acts of intimidation. Despite the increased security measures, Sarah couldn't shake the feeling that the stalker was always one step ahead. Strange occurrences plagued her daily life: unexplained phone calls with no one on the other end, objects inexplicably moved or missing, and an overwhelming sense of being constantly watched. Driven by desperation and a need for answers, Sarah delved into her own investigation. She spent hours poring over surveillance footage, studying every face that passed by her car that fateful night. She meticulously documented every detail, hoping for a breakthrough that would bring her tormentor to justice. One evening, as Sarah reviewed the footage once more, she spotted a figure lurking in the shadows just out of frame. It was a glimpse, a mere silhouette, but there was something familiar about it. Trembling, she realized that she had seen that particular posture before, on a passerby during her daily routine. Driven by a mix of fear and determination, Sarah embarked on a mission to track down the person who seemed to be haunting her every move. She meticulously followed the person she suspected, maintaining a safe distance while gathering evidence of their involvement. The pieces started falling into place, and Sarah's relentless pursuit led her to uncover a shocking revelation. The person she had been tailing was indeed her stalker, but there was something deeper, more sinister at play. It wasn't a stranger, but someone she had known, someone from her past with a grudge and a twisted obsession. With the evidence in hand, Sarah contacted the authorities, sharing her discoveries and urging them to take action. The final confrontation with her stalker would be an intense and harrowing battle, where Sarah's resilience and wit would be tested to the limits. In the end, justice prevailed and the stalker was apprehended, their motives and obsession exposed for all to see. Sarah, scarred but resilient, slowly began the process of healing, knowing that she had triumphed over the darkness that once consumed her life. However, even as time passed and Sarah rebuilt her shattered sense of security, a haunting question lingered in her mind. Could she ever truly escape the shadows, or would the specter of her tormentor forever haunt her steps? Thanks for listening. Stay tuned for some new videos. Please subscribe and turn on notifications. Remember, where darkness awakens, Nightfall Narratives unveil.